Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel today. We're diving into a major moment that's making waves across the WNBA. We're talking about a play that left everyone in shock, a play that has us questioning the future of the league. I'm talking about the recent game between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, where CaitlinClark was knocked down by Alyssa Thomas in a way that had fans and analysts alike seriously concerned. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's zoom in on what exactly happened. The scene is set. CaitlinClark, who's been nothing short of a revelation in her rookie season, is doing what she does best, moving around the court, trying to shake off her defender. That's when Alyssa Thomas comes in to set a screen. Now, screens are a normal part of the game, but something about this one was different. Thomas didn't just block Clark's path. She seemed to add a little extra force, and Clark went down hard. Immediately, you could see the frustration on Clark's face as she got up and voiced her complaints to the refs. Physical play is part of basketball, sure, but this was something else. This was more than just a hard screen. It felt like a statement, like Thomas was trying to remind the rookie who's in charge. And let's be honest, it's not the first time we've seen something like this happen to Clark this season. CaitlinClark has been a game changer for the WNBA, no doubt about it. She's brought a new level of excitement to the league, drawing huge crowds, shattering TV ratings, and becoming the face of the WNBA for a new generation of fans. But with all that attention comes pressure, and not just on Clark herself. The veterans in the league, players who've been fighting for recognition, better salaries, and more visibility for years, are now seeing this rookie come in and seemingly take over. You can understand the frustration, right? These players have put in the work, and now they're being asked to step up their game even more to keep up with this new talent. For some, it's easier to resort to physicality than to try and match Clark's level of play. It's like when you can't beat someone with talent, you try to beat them with force. But here's the thing, that's not good for the league. What's really concerning is the WNBA's response, or rather, the lack of one. Since the start of the season, we've seen increasingly aggressive plays, especially against CaitlinClark. And what has the league done? Practically nothing. It's like they're treating these plays as just part of the game, but they're not. This goes beyond normal competition. When you have plays that are clearly targeting a specific player, that's dangerous, and it's something the league needs to take seriously. Think about it. What if Clark gets seriously injured on one of these plays? The impact would be huge, not just for the Indiana Fever, but for the entire league. Clark isn't just any player. She's the player who's bringing in new fans, new sponsors, and new attention to the WNBA. Losing her would be a massive blow to all the momentum the league has been building this season. Now let's dig a little deeper into why this is happening. What's the real deal behind these more intense plays against Clark? Let's be real. What we're seeing here is more than just hard play. There's an element of jealousy. Caitlin came into the WNBA and turned the game upside down. She's not just playing at an insane level, but she's also bringing unprecedented attention to the league. The arenas are packed, TV ratings are through the roof, and everyone's talking about the WNBA. But how do you think some of the veterans feel? These are players who spent years, even decades, fighting for the recognition that Clark is getting seemingly overnight. Suddenly, this rookie comes in and makes it all look easy. I'm not justifying the rough play, not at all, but you can understand where some of this frustration might be coming from. Clark is forcing everyone to step up their game, and for some, that's a tough pill to swallow. But here's where it gets tricky. Instead of raising their game to match Clark's, some players are resorting to tactics that could harm the very league they've helped build. This isn't just about CaitlinClark, it's about the future of the WNBA. If these kinds of dangerous plays continue, and the league doesn't take action, they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're risking the health and careers of their players and the future of the league itself. So, is this resistance to Clark just about jealousy, or is there something more? Maybe it's a fear that she's changing the league too fast. Maybe it's the old guard trying to protect their territory. Whatever it is, It's not good for the WNBA, and it's something that needs to be addressed. Now let's talk about what the WNBA should do about this. First off, the league needs to set clearer rules about what's acceptable in terms of physical contact. There's a line between hard play and dangerous play, and that line is being crossed far too often. The WNBA needs to send a clear message that player safety is the #1 priority. That means harsher punishments for dangerous plays and a more proactive approach to protecting its stars. The league can't afford to wait until something serious happens. They need to act now. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about protecting CaitlinClark or other rookies. It's about protecting the future of the league. Let's take a moment to really appreciate what CaitlinClark is doing for the WNBA. Since she arrived, the league's numbers have exploded. TV ratings are through the roof, ticket sales are sold out everywhere the Indiana Fever plays, and social media engagement is off the charts. But it's not just about the numbers. Clark is elevating the level of play in a way we haven't seen in years. She's leading the league in assists, a rookie leading the league in assists, and breaking three-point shooting records, all while the Fever are winning important games. And you know what's crazy? This is all happening in her first season. Imagine what it'll be like in 2 or 3 years. Clark isn't just changing the game on the court, she's changing the perception of women's basketball. She's attracting a new audience and inspiring a new generation of players. But with all this impact comes a huge responsibility. Responsibility for Clark, for the other players, and especially for the league. Let's do a little thought experiment. Close your eyes and imagine what the WNBA could look like in 5 years. Packed arenas in every city, multi-million-dollar TV contracts, players being recognized on the street as major sports stars, girls across the country dreaming of being the next CaitlinClark or the next A'ja Wilson. Now open your eyes. All of that is within reach, but only if the league makes the right choices. CaitlinClark has given us a glimpse of that future. She's shown us what's possible when extraordinary talent meets a platform ready to shine. But she's also exposed the cracks in the current system. The question is, what is the WNBA willing to do to turn this vision into reality? The future of the league is in our hands. It's in the hands of the fans who watch the games and talk about the league on social media. It's in the hands of the players who give their all on the court. And of course, it's in the hands of the executives who make the crucial decisions. This is a moment of choice. We can choose change, growth, and evolution, or we can cling to the familiar and comfortable, even if it means falling behind. Time is running out. Every game that passes without concrete action from the league is a lost opportunity. It's an unnecessary risk. The ball is in the WNBA's court now. Are they going to step up and protect the future of the league? Or are they going to stand still, hoping the problem will solve itself? One thing's for sure, the decisions made in the coming weeks and months will shape the future of women's basketball for years, maybe even decades, and all of us will have to live with the consequences. So, what do you think? Is the WNBA doing enough to protect its stars? Is the situation with CaitlinClark getting out of hand? Or am I exaggerating? I want to hear your thoughts, so leave your opinions in the comments. Let's get a heated discussion going. And if you enjoyed this content and want to stay up to date on all the analysis and discussions about the WNBA, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.